Good morning everybody, and welcome to another day here in Canada. Another day, another vlog. So today we're currently staying in Whistler. We're staying at the HI Whistler. It's this beautiful little hostel. I'm actually loving all the hostels that we've been staying in so far in Canada. They've been really beautiful and the scenery is insane. Woo-hoo-hoo. So yesterday was a bit more of a quiet day. We just kind of moseyed on around town, checked out Whistler Village, and we didn't do too many hikes. Today we want to check out a couple of lakes and we're going zip lining this afternoon. I'm so excited. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. Just had my greens powder this morning, so I'm feeling really energized. We're going to go head off to a cafe and check out this beautiful bakery that was in the village there. So I'm keen. So this is the fit today, just sporting the green for the zip lining and the forest walks. They're like very fitting and it's so comfy as well. Plus it's a little chillier today, the sun isn't out, so I decided to chuck on a jacket, but it's actually not too bad. So come along, spend the day with us. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so if you know me, you know my love for pastries and bread. So of course we had to stop by the bakery that we saw yesterday and just indulge in a couple of things. And I honestly love this bakery. It's called Purebread at Whistler Village. And guys, the amount of options there are to choose from blew my mind. I honestly spent 5 to 10 minutes just looking around at what I wanted to choose for my breakfast. So the brioche buns really took our eye, and guys, the brioche bun was amazing. The bread was so fluffy and it even had a whole boiled egg inside. So this was a bacon and egg brioche. I couldn't believe there was an actual whole egg in there. It was so cool. It was unbelievably delicious, and I loved the cream bun as well. That took my eye, it took my fancy. However, I did find it a little bit too sweet for my taste, so I definitely had to share it with Tristan just because it was too rich for me on my own. Plus the bacon and egg brioche bun had really already filled me up. What can I say? My eye's bigger than my stomach. After breakfast, we actually set off to see Alta Lake. This was one of the must-see lakes while in Whistler, and I couldn't believe how massive the lake was. We actually sat and enjoyed the beautiful scenery around us and just kind of took it all in, had a slow morning. So we actually did a little walk around the lake to explore it a bit more, and the homes were just incredible. I swear I got more captivated by the homes than the lake at one point. They were so beautiful and they just had such a cozy vibe to it. It's something else to what we have in Australia. The way the timber homes are built with the beautiful chimneys and the cozy vibes is everything to me. Honestly, I'd love to snuggle up in one of them with a good book while the snow is snowing outside, you know. Plus the homes really did remind me of those American style movies where the people go over to their lake house for the summer and then the lake's got those beautiful diving boards to swim out to. It's just such a vibe. I was absolutely loving it. Plus the water is honestly so clear. As we were just sitting looking out over the lake, we couldn't help but just be captivated by its beauty and clarity. It was just stunning. So our big ticket item for the day to visit was actually Pemberton. It's about a 40-minute drive out of Whistler, and it was to see this beautiful tulip farm. So one of our friends who's living in Canada at the moment, she really recommended us to see this tulip farm while we were here. It's a big kind of tourist attraction at the moment, and I'm so glad she recommended it to us. It was actually gorgeous. The flowers were so beautiful and we arrived just in the nick of time. The tulips only had about a week left or so before they started to diminish, so we were so lucky. It was absolutely gorgeous. They had such a strong scent to them, and the lady was saying that they plant tulips in particular because they're quite hardy flowers, so they can last really well, like the seeds last throughout the winter time, and then they blossom so beautifully in spring. The array of colours was like a rainbow. It was beautiful. So after the tulip farm, we actually headed back to Whistler and decided to do a spontaneous stop to check out Nan Falls, which is a 1.5 kilometre hike to the waterfall. We wanted to add a little hike into our day because we had a bit of time before we had to get to our ziplining experience. So we thought we'd take a little hike towards the falls. It was a very easy hike, very flat. and very beautiful. There was a little river flowing down next to the track and it was stunning. The water had this soft blue tinge to it and it was so clear. And because it's snow water, I think that's what gives it that soft blue color. It's just beautiful. But the power behind that water flowing from the mountains was incredible. Like, you could tell if you got caught up in that, you were not making it out. So we headed over to our ziplining experience after, and oh my god, guys, this is definitely a highlight of the trip so far. Like, wow. I was a little bit of a scaredy cat. I definitely did not put this on my top to-do list when planning my Canada trip. It was definitely something Tristan really wanted to do, and I'm so glad that he pushed us to do it. The experience was honestly insane. The weather fined up for us, so we were so lucky. It ended up being a really beautiful evening. The sun came out, which provided a bit of warmth in the mountains because it was very cold up there. I believe we were ziplining between Cougar Mountain. I think that's the mountain that we were ziplining through. And it was beautiful. It honestly felt like we were on a roller coaster for the first few seconds just because of the rush of air going down my lungs. I felt like I had my head out a car window. It makes your stomach drop a little bit, but in that exciting way. I did ask actually to go the slowest speed possible, which they call the scenic position. And that's just because you can like take in all the beautiful views and you're sitting upright, so you're less aerodynamic. But Tristan did the pencil position, which meant that he was going to go the fastest speed possible because he was completely aerodynamic. Ness was like me and did more of the scenic position, particularly because she actually wanted to video a bit as she went down. But I was actually really proud of her. She stepped out of her comfort zone today and she put herself into more of a pencil line position, so a bit more aerodynamic. And if you know Ness, you know speed is not her thing usually, so this actually really did push her out of her comfort zone. I was really proud of her for doing that. So because we were absolutely exhausted after zip lining, we did actually go back home and just have a bit of a relaxing evening. So I'm going to wrap up the vlog here today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog and like and follow for more videos. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.